everybody. I don't know if you guys got in on a lot of the Black Friday deals, but I really only shopped one place. There was one deal that appealed to me online, and it was a 20% off deal on the BECCA website. I have been so intrigued with this line ever since trying this Shimmering Skin Perfector trio that I won't shut up about that I got from Ulta. These are like 3 tones of liquidy highlights that just look like total perfection on the skin. I mean, it's a great finishing touch for your look. I feel like they each take on, you know, a little different tone, a little different personality on the skin. I just think they're gorgeous. Probably my favorite highlighting product that I own now. And in case you were wondering, they come in Opal, Pearl, and Champagne. I think I was calling it Champagne Glow for a while, but it's Champagne Gold. But I'll link below to other videos where I've talked about that more, but I really love those. So when I noticed there was a deal on Becca's site, I thought, what else am I missing out on? So I got a few things that I've been playing with now for, I don't know, between 2 and 3 weeks. So I wanted to give you some reviews on those and some little demos along the way. But the first thing that I chose, which is kind of out of character for me because I'm all about the brush sets and don't often buy like one really pricey brush. This one I think was like 45 bucks or something, and it's called the One Perfecting Brush. And yeah, quite a few things have been done to this brush or done with this brush today. It's giant. I mean, look, you're like, you can peek around it. You can friggin' hide behind this and scare someone. You know how I can get sometimes when there's a product that has like massive claims. I really want to try it out and see if it truly does all those things. And this comes with a little like instructional guide, and this is a goat hair brush, by the way, and they say that this natural goat hair is non-porous, so product will sit on top of the bristles and you won't have a lot of wasted product. But this is said to be able to replace like a ton of different brushes. Replaces foundation brush, powder brush, contour brush, bronzer brush, stipple brush, blush brush, fan brush, concealer brush, kabuki, or sponge. And before I forget, they say to clean this with an alcohol-free cleanser like baby shampoo. And I was watching a video of this from a Becca makeup artist, and she was showing all the ways you can use it and kind of go seamlessly from one product to the next. If you want to like kind of wipe it down between products, you can, but they claim that you don't even have to like give it a full cleaning if you were to go even from foundation to highlight, let's say. And I really do feel like the product does kind of sit on top of the brush. The brush doesn't really eat a whole lot of product, so that's good. But this is the one thing in this video that I feel like I can't really give a full review on just yet because I really want to use the heck out of it before I do. And right now, at least by my standards, I have not used the heck out of it. I've used it with quite a few different foundations, but mostly they've been like lighter coverage things and like BB creams and more borderline moisturizer type stuff. I've not yet used this with my fullest coverage products, but today I used it with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light, and I wanted to show you at first the method they show to use this brush is to put your foundation on your hand first, get it on your brush, and then bam, just go all over your face. Unfortunately, I feel like some product gets kind of absorbed into my hand through that process, and I do feel like there's a little waste. So still, I think the best method for this is to kind of patch it around the skin and then use this brush to blend it in. But it does blend out the product really quickly. It's definitely a little awkward to be using something this big and this shape compared to a lot of the other like F80 type foundation brushes that I use. But it truly did blend out the product really well, and it's so easy when you're taking product down and kind of blending it under your jawline because this covers a lot of surface area. So overall, I thought it worked well for my foundation, the Double Wear Light, but I still want to test it out with some more heavy coverage products. Sorry about the phone. Also, I use this for concealer. I just dotted some Estee Lauder Double Wear concealer on my under eye area, and this did okay with that on the flatter planes of my face, but to get in around the eye area, I mean, it's just a little too big for that. Even just using the end, I kind of had to go in with my finger to really blend out that area. What else did I use this for? I just used it for face powder as well. I used my e.l.f. Mineral Powder Foundation. Really liked the way this applied that product because you can totally like kind of stamp it on and really maintain some coverage, or you can buff it in very easily. So yay for that. And then I also contoured with this, and I used more like the tip, you know, the edge part of the brush in with my IT Cosmetics Ombre Bronzer, and I absolutely love the way this applies the product in the cheekbone area. It's like practically seems like it's designed to really chisel out that part of the face, but it's a little awkward. It's going to take me a little getting used to for for the blending, because it's almost like I want to use the opposite side of the brush to buff out what I applied there. And I don't know, it still seems a little strange to me right now, but it did definitely get the job done. Loved the way I could take product down the neck, and it did that very, very quickly, obviously because it's a massive brush, and then great around the hairline too. I've not used this yet with any cream bronzer. That's another claim as well. Cream, powder products, whatever you want to do, this brush they say can do it. But I did use it with my next product that I'm going to mention, which is the Beach Tint water resistant color for cheeks and lips. I got this in the shade Raspberry, and I absolutely love this little thing. To look at the packaging, it might almost make you think of a lip tar, you know, with the little squeezy tube design here, but it actually is a much more sheer product than that. It's more of like a liquidy stain. And so I kind of blended this out, sheared it out a bit on my hand so the brush could pick it up evenly, and then just used the one side of the brush to tap it right on my skin. And I thought it did a lovely job of blending that out as a blush. I think it looks gorgeous, so fresh. You know, you're adding color to your skin, but you're not adding any kind of powdery appearance. This Beach Tint doesn't have any shimmer. It's really long lasting. I just love it. And I put it on my lips too, and I just use my finger for that. And I just adore this shade. I mean, it makes the lips look so like pillowy soft. But what's odd about this to me, and it seems a little different from other stain products I've tried, is that it still maintains a little moisture on the lips. Like when I press my lips together, I can still feel that there's a little product there. But on my cheeks though, and I think this is because it really got sheared out on my cheeks and is more concentrated on the lips, but I can't feel anything on the cheeks. It's just the slightest bit tacky on my lips, but it doesn't like come off on my cup or anything like that. Oh, by the way, I woke up like this. No, I didn't. I woke up looking totally different. But nothing tells on your lipstick like a white coffee cup, and none of this is coming off on there. But yet still, just a little bit tacky. Really love the color. This is something I would definitely purchase more of. So then at this point, I kind of wiped off this brush, although with this staining product, I think it's really going to take a deep cleaning to remove the look of that beach tint that got on the brush. But I went into my next new product, which is the Shimmering Skin Perfector the pressed powder version of Opal. And you may recall I have Opal in this liquidy form as well. So this is what the powder product looks like. I know this is kind of a cult favorite type highlight, it seems. This is what a lot of people told me I needed to try. And it is beautiful. It's one of those highlights that you could really go to town with. You could really lay it on thick and just get an absolute wet look on the skin if you wanted to with this. You know what I mean? I just used a little bit with that brush, just one end of the brush, and went on top of my cheeks. I went down the nose as well, Cupid's bow, a little bit on the brow bone, and I do think it looks pretty. I don't think I like it better than these liquidy shimmering skin perfectors, because I think this powder product has more actual like sparkle in it. I'm not saying it's big chunky glitter, but I can see more like fine sparkly particles in this, whereas these just seemed very, very subtle with the glow, but still definitely made an impact. This, I mean, it's still pretty. It's giving me a really pretty glow there, I think, but when I get really up close to my skin, I can see this more. These, I feel like you could get nose to nose with me looking at my skin, and my skin would just look like it's glowing, not necessarily that I had a product on top of it. So that pretty much wraps up everything I did on the face and lips, but the last product that I got from the sale was this eyeshadow quad. It's called Ultimate Eye Color Quad in Galactica. And the packaging is really cool, by the way. Same kind of packaging as the highlight, but just on a scaled down version. A definite smoky eye type quad. You got two shimmery shades here. One is kind of a champagne color. Made me think of the Opal, by the way, but it's not nearly as shimmery as that. And then you've got kind of a shimmery brownish plum type shade. It's awesome. I absolutely love that. My favorite shade in the quad. And then two matte shades. One is like a really cool dark brown, and then this one close to black, almost a little bit of navy in it. It's interesting with these shades because they're all like borderline, you know, with the exception of this champagne-y type color, which is pretty classic and basic. You know, this is bordering on plum, this is bordering on navy, this is like, is it brown, is it gray? I don't know. They're nice textures, they're easy to work with, easy to blend. I don't know that I would really seek out any more shadow quads from this line because, I mean, I don't think I like them necessarily better than my Lorac shadows or my Urban Decay shadows. But just to show you how I use this quad, I took the brownish shimmer with my E25 brush and put that in the crease. I just love this shade in the crease. This is actually great for a one shadow look, just this color. I love it. Then I took the lightest shade, I used that as my highlight, and I also applied that on the inner part of the lid. I took the matte, cool, brownish shade and applied that on the outer part of my lid for a little more depth there. And then to kind of finish off the lower lash line, I smudged some of the shimmery brown underneath and then a little bit of that darkest shade just for a little added definition right on the outermost corner. And then I just finished off the look with a little black pencil on the upper lash line and some nude liner on the lower inner rim and some mascara, and that was the look there. So this would be like my basic everyday look with this quad, but you could definitely get very dark and smoky if you wanted to work in more of the two deeper matte shades. So I think my favorite Becca product that I've used so far, and these weren't really part of this haul, but I mean the Shimmering Skin Perfectors spotlights in this trio are just, they blow my mind. I love them. But the best thing from this haul for me, I think, was the beach tint. I really enjoyed that. And also potentially this brush. I'm really liking it more than I thought I would. It's definitely something that I think takes some getting used to, and before I do a full-on review with this, you know, I want to go deeper with this brush. I want to use it with a lot of different things. But as far as everything I put on today, with the exception of the concealer, I thought it did a very, very good job. So that's my little Becca Black Friday haul. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was helpful to you, and gosh, Christmas is coming soon. Also, my 1000th video is coming soon, so I hope you guys will keep an eye out for that. It's still a couple videos away yet, but it's coming. It's coming for you. So I'll see you later. Bye.